Take it easy. That's what I usually say at the end, not at the beginning. Good evening, afternoon, or morning, or whatever time of the day. Yes, what am I doing? Well, not a lot. I'm on, and when I'm in studio mode, which is great. That's where I like to be. It's my favourite place. This tune is hard. They all are, actually. Hail. Not really sure what to do them. I'm going to do build-ups, because this isn't much of a build-up otherwise. I might totally change the intro. Just put a whole new... it's difficult to make an intro for this tune, but part of trying to finish it is at least trying to make an intro. So we're going to do some basic steps towards that. So let's start with just a simple kick. I think we should probably use the same kick we were already using as well, which is that. Maybe we should just copy this, this. We can delete these. Delete that and just copy all this. It's not gonna hurt anyone. Hi. So yeah, we're just gonna do kicks, a kick roll, simple kick roll, and the easiest way I have found, suggested by someone in the chat, is by doing, watch this, Control Shift and M to make this into a part. It's great. Now see where it says kick. I'm just going to draw one long kick note there, and then we're going to just call this channel kick roll, so we know what we're doing. We know what it's for later on. We're going to get a arpeggiator. And we're gonna just do that basically. Automate the rate. Gareth Matthews, thank you for following. Quarter note down to eighth. This intro, we want this to be a long build up, so I think we're gonna have to have double length. So we've got plenty of time. So Control Shift D. Okay, so we're going to start off at quarter notes, then eighth notes, and then 16ths. And then we could go totally crazy and go to 32s, but we probably won't. But we'll see what happens. We will also use this utility here. Let's put it before the compressor. Should we put it before there? Interesting choice there, because if we're going to automate the volume going into the distortion, it's only a subtle distortion. or we could have it on after the distortion, but it still goes into the clipper. I think we should have it with the distortion on. Probably won't make much difference. But yeah, so this would be... There's so much that I need to fill this with. Like, it needs to have bits of the music in here, but I'm still not sure about this. I like the textures that I've made, but it was only a sketch. But I've listened to this sketch at least 35 times. It says up at the top of this project that it's version 35 of this tune, so I've listened to it way more than 35 times. And once you do that, things start sticking and become a memory and become a thing. But it is only ever a sketch. I might completely fuck it off completely. Swearing, why am I swearing? It's okay. This is not a kiddie show. So it's got some of the motif, if you want to call it that, which is what you hear after the drop. So it's a trouble when you can't resist making dubstep or drum and bass, and you make the drop first, and you have to kind of work backwards to make the intro sound like, especially if it's melodic. And I like to make more melodic stuff, which makes my life harder. I don't know. I feel it's really hard for me to make the atmospheres that you get in dubstep. In sort of UK deep dubstep, that I love the subtlety and the minimalism, but I just can't make it myself. I love listening to it. I think I like a little bit like the mystery of not really knowing how it's done. So yeah, obviously these chords go with the motif, so I'll be silly to chuck that away. Maybe I can sort of fill it out with something, I mean, the timing needs to be tidied up for a start. I'm sure it does. It's only off a bit. This was always annoyed me. It sounds like it kind of, I put it in to work with the strings, but it kind of feels like it hurts my ears, and I've already turned it down a lot as well. It sounds like just a whine. Maybe it needs to go a lot lower. We should use this. Let's try -12. Whack that in. Yeah, I think the problem is the actual sound. Maybe it needs detuning or something. So let's mono this. and also drop. Let's have a look at this. So you see, I'll try to describe it. So let you hear 100% lovely. I can show you a little bit of the drop while because I'm busy making an intro and build. Don't know which bit's my favourite bit of the tune. I feel like it needs the first bit with the little big synthy motifs, which could fail. Like, I have to finish this tune with these in, do I? Just because I want to play out and see what happens. I want to play on a big sound system at the end of this month. Yeah, and then it goes into this section, which is like the variation. And then it does this whoop, whoop, whoop. Listen. It's the way it just goes whoop, whoop. It's like a pull. I don't know what it's physically like, but it's like whoop, whoop, pulling you and shaking you. If a sound could actually do that, I like it for that. Probably no one else thinks the same thing, but I'm sticking with it. It's a problem track because I'm struggling to making it, knowing what to do after 2 minutes. It's just going back into the intro again when the intro is a bit lame, I think. So I shouldn't use the word lame, should I? It's not very. What if someone actually does have no legs and is listening? It's not very nice, is it? Apologies. All I know is I can choose a better word than lame, can't I? Lame. I mean, I love South Park, but they do things for different reasons. Anyway, so what even does this sound like? No. Does it need to? Maybe if I just mute everything out. What if we change this chord to something a bit more constant? So it's just constant. Everyone loves a drone. What would Mozart do? There'd be a hell of a lot more notes than these. I think Mozart would go crazy. Martin, how you doing? Oh, that's the original. Hi Tara, no way. Yeah, no. Hi Martin, Sheffer. What's happening? What's happening in your neck of the woods? I think I can fill these strings out better than this. I think we can do hi, we. I like to involve, but can't decide on a pronoun. Is that a pronoun? I, we. Or is it just he's saying I need the toilet? We. Yeah. Staying hydrated tonight because sometimes you just forget, don't you? So I'm gonna save that bit because that's the original. Okay. We're gonna extend that. We're gonna Control J, which turns it into a brand new part without all the rubbish. Okay, that's quite dramatic when it ends, but what if it started doing kicks there, like like a really big sort of dramatic cinema kick. One too many notes, yeah. I'll come back to that sound. I certainly will. Bass. Why is this bass there? What's this? That was like a hidden bass that I've forgotten about. I don't actually remember doing that. Sounds a bit too high up. It sounds funky though. Sounds like a cheeky funky thing. I've obviously, if I have done that by mistake, then I don't know. But if I did it and I've not included it, it means I've already decided not to use it. But it's a surprise to hear it now. Yeah, damn, loving your tubes. Thanks, tunes, Steve. Cheers. Loop it, yeah. Honestly. It just doesn't fit this tune in any way. This tune is sort of pretty sure it's a minor key. Well, we might come back to that as well, but let's try and get these. We're gonna go for like some drama in the introduction, and to help me with that, I'm gonna duplicate this track again, just for the kick, just for the same old kick. This is just a drama kick, and it's gonna have some reverb on it. Let's turn the ARP off. Oh, it's gonna have all that on it as well. Turn that off. Yeah. Acidish. I've got like the only bit of analog outboard synth that I've got. It's a 303 type synthesizer, with the sequence on it, and it's like that big. I've still not plugged it up. I've tested it. It sounds great. It sounds like a 303. But I've just not. I'm making tracks, and I've just got no use for a 303 sound. I'm sure there'll be a time. I might make a whole album with just 303. Like every track, the only rule is like at the moment, the only rule is everything's at 140. I could for the next 3 months of the year or 4, it's getting on now. Just have 303 at the heart. Not even at the heart, but as part of a track. Right, so big ass reverb. The best reverb that sounds smooth when you put percussion through it is either plate or room. The ones I have, anyway. Okay. That's like, it's almost going 80s, that. Dum, 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 tsh. Yeah, let's put the snare in there as well. I know it's snare and fourth. Okay, we won. I did make one of these in one of the tunes. I hope I saved it. You know, like a movie, in every movie trailer ever, of an action film. It's like, and well, obviously massive drums going, but especially the doom. Sharp. Things could be tweaked quite sharp. Oh, these the lead. You mean the bum bum bum? Have tried. Reduce the drive. It's hard because it's now kind of outshone by relative to that vocal. It's kind of lost some of its the thing that made it harsh. I mean, it's still like how it was. It still sounds quite compared to the vocal. Maybe I should turn the vocal down, but then yeah, that is quite loud actually. Yeah, see, there it sounds quiet because I've got this whoosh. Just take the whoosh away, couldn't I? whoosh then, is it? It'll be like a... What's the opposite of a whoosh? What is a reverse whoosh? A shoo. Still don't know why that sounds weird as well. So I've gotten distracted already. Oh yeah, this bass is doing something different because oh yeah, it's because that's off. Right, okay. Play this. I have to see what this sounds like. The whoosh played backwards. I should be able to imagine. We should all be able to imagine what this is going to sound like, right? With your mouth, you can do it with your mouth. That's what it was sound like. Did you get it? So, it does sound good. That old trick. I don't know, I can't take all the credit for that. You should reverse things more often, yeah. It kind of works. Yeah, that pause. Oh, it's because it doesn't say keep on anymore. Maybe we can extend that. Yes, doing it lower does sound different. Bit weird. I mean, if I changed the format, it would probably sound better. Sorry, did I miss you, G, before? You just reminded me G is there. G. Oi, oi. I've forgotten how to turn off auto. Oi, oi. Where does it do that? Not sure about that. It was meant to be a very noisy bass. No, it just sounds a bit spluttery. Do you know what I mean? A bit spluttery. Having too many second thoughts on this tune. Let's go back to the intro. We can change that as well. It's like it needs to be a Reese or something. Breaks do make things sound good. Distorted. Cheers. Different for me to do it. Intro. It has to have the drum roll. I mean, as soon as you put a drum roll in, it makes everything better, doesn't it? Repetition. What if we need to process this a lot more so that if we put a cabinet, put it all through a cabinet. Don't know which cabinet. Do I know what I'm doing? No. High pass. And then massive loads of compression. Like just tons of compression. I think we're going to need something bigger than this room because let's whack vintage verb on. something though just before the drop. Put a sub in it. Growl. This used to sound like pretty much everything in here is an experiment. Every little bit of one of these basses is like try out something different each time, bounce it, and it becomes the track. And then I always wonder if the previous way was better. It's a bit of a crazy way of working. It's kind of like not that efficient really to get tracks finished. Don't know, maybe it is. But that takes up a lot of bandwidth when that's playing. Let's have a look at Vision. It takes up the whole frequency spectrum. That bass is Serum through a cabinet. That's it without it going through a cabinet. A cabinet. There's cabinets that come with Ableton, which I was using. I just wanted to try cabinet. Cabinets are good if you've got like a sound and it's got too much high end or too much bass, and it just needs kind of boxing in, like in a physical, like as if you were to route it through a real guitar amp and speakers. Really good little way of controlling some of these harsh sounds that come out of Serum. But I still think I might have the wrong sound choice here for this from coming out of Serum. It's its own sound. It's got like body to it. I love the bass on that Dillinger track called, oh, it's a remix, Nitrous remix, which is a filthy groovy track. Let's hear it. Can I spell nitrous? Remix. Dillinger. No. See, all that sound. The great thing about this bass is it sounds like one note, but it's actually that's the swing. That is it just pivots, and just that one note has that enough movement in it to give this entire piece of music the groove. It's so good. Let's listen. It's just such a filthy track. And in a club, that bass sound as well is, it really has the fundamental of the bass is like it might as well be a pure sine wave. It just hits you. It doesn't phase with itself or anything. It's just perfect. And the way the beats work with it, it's so good. So yeah, I was thinking that bass sound I've kind of accidentally hit on that something similar with this sound, and I thought it would be cool to. It's nothing like it, is it? it has phasing problems. Oh, no, actually, no, I fixed the phasing problems. But I'm heavily doing something. I know that I'm using I'm ducking it, and then which is dropping it back 24 dB. So it's kind of the kick. When the kick occurs, it's ruining the consistency of the fundamental. Where's that gone? Okay, so zip. Why does it say TikTok growl? Is that not fixing it? Oscillator B. Oh, because it needs to be. It's oscillator A is affected by oscillator B because of the frequency modulation there. Still don't know where that sound's coming from. Oh, it's coming from there. What's up, Cosmic? How's it going? Nasty. Can't fall. Yeah, so I can't seem to do full screen streams anymore. The app has the TikTok Studio won't let me do it anymore. It just, you have to choose either portrait or landscape. It used to be portrait, landscape, or both portrait and landscape, and now it's just disappeared the other day. I didn't know if anyone was using it or not, but it seems TikTok have decided. Well, they're always updating it. It's like every week. Sometimes, no, this doesn't look like a bug. It looks like they're doing it on purpose. I'm not sure why. Perhaps to cut down on server costs, because I think by default it's turned on, and everyone's TikTok Studio has the ability to put out 2 streams at once, so it's streaming 2 streams. So yeah, maybe it's a bandwidth call to reduce costs. You probably is, most likely. I don't know. I want to reduce server storage as well, because they store it for like 30 days. Anyway, Scheme Life, thank you. I'm still not sure about this. That's a big reverb. if it's going to be a silence of suspense, it needs to be different to that. But maybe, hopefully. I mean, if you're a user of that, yeah, that would be a shame that people are actually getting use of it. The other way to watch it in landscape is, of course, on YouTube, because this goes out on YouTube as well. Which is confusing, really, because surely TikTok wants to keep everyone on the app. But I spread my egg baskets. My eggs are in more than one basket. Cutting and not fading out. Oh yeah, good. You mean just before the drop? Start. Still a bit loud. Oh, you mean the strings would go. And I mean the reverb is kind of helping it fade out, but I could have sort of dynamic strings as well. No. E. Something. Something you're gonna add in the mid. House type B. If you start here. Here? I mean, so we need to use terms for words for before the drop. So the pre-drop, which probably is this bit, the bit of silence before the drum roll. So. I mean, what I'm making it doesn't feel like it matches up with the drop. Could be the wrong chord. Let's turn it off. If we repeat this. On the train. Oh yeah. I've used this. Do you know what? I've used this on so many tunes. This tom drum roll. It's getting silly. It's like about. It's on. It's still left in like about 5 tunes. It's good. I keep forgetting to like change it. Tom kick. String. Oh shit, oh yeah, sorry. How the fuck? I have no idea. Right, I see what I'm doing there. It's because that's the last thing I pressed, and OBS is weird. How can that not happen again like that, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Thanks for pointing that out. I wouldn't know unless I had the correct screen, which I should have the screen. TikTok Studio loaded. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. We also need some risers. Let's just chuck some risers in while we're here. Shift T. Favorite risers. We can always check my sample pack, even though my sample pack is severely lacking in WAVs. I think his rises are easy. I used to find them difficult, but I'll just make a new one. Oh, the down notes were nice on the light blue. Soothe 2? I don't want Soothe 2. Yeah, well, anyway, really. Blue. Oh, these. That's actually muted. Oh no, wait. Yeah. Oh, you liked that. The extra thick. would keep that in, but when the tune drops, there's nothing that matches that chord, and I kind of want it to. Good timing. I feel like you should put a metronome underneath and line up the build and drop to a quarter beat. You mean the tom roll is like probably one beat? What do you mean a beat? Because 1/4 beat is like is a strange way of saying, because in a bar you've got 4 beats and then you've got halves, you know, for quantize it, and then quarters, so that would be like there, wouldn't it? That's surely there. Like that length, I think that's a quarter. Actually, it confuses me, because 1, 2, 3, 4. The timing is breaking my head right now. You've got a bar. I'll show you. This is how I usually know what's going on. Wait. We'll do it in here. We'll do it in this. We're going to call this riser. Just put a big long note here. Oh, not that. Control Shift. Just put a C there. Let's get a pink noise, white mono noise. Actually, no, we don't need that. Let's master tune is already there. Okay, here, so yeah, bar, yeah, this divides by 2 every time. So a bar has 4 beats. Half a bar just so happens to have 2 beats if you're in 4/4, and a quarter is a beat. So a quarter note is 1 beat. Just so we know we're on the right page. Yeah, you could say which beat in the bar it's on as well, like so 1, 2, 3, or 4. But if you wanted to say it's like 4.5 beat, you would probably say that actually. But if you wanted to say it was an 1/8, that's half a beat. A 16th, it's quarter of a beat. Yeah, just had to check that myself. Just to music's like universal, like mathematical kind of language as well, isn't it? I had to say it so that I was straight. So you're saying take the chord down, reverse it. See, we've already had 1 reversals in this session. Brother Baz, how's it going? Yeah, it's going right, mate. How are you? Extra drums after the drop, yeah. We could just like fuck off the total melodic intro and just do like dark sounds and really mess around. It could go anywhere at this point. Right. Just gotta make sure that's turned on. Why is it? TikTok, you're so strange. Okay, not like that. This is what aliens sound like, by the way. If you ever hear this, you know it's aliens. Obviously on Earth we we go a lot slower. This sort of speed. This rises in the wrong place. It needs to be a lot longer. They are fun, aren't they, rises? Do we want just a sine wave, or do we want something different? Because that's quite harsh, but sync with a window. Oh, sorry, yeah. So, yeah, sorry, a bit longer. Kind of it's only doing those two notes, so the intro doesn't. If the intro's got more than that, it kind of takes away from the drop, doesn't it? Maybe I should strip the intro back. Turn the lead off. That's an A sharp. If that is tuned correctly, that's what it is. Boom, boom, boom. And that's a G in an A sharp. So I have no idea what chord that is. Probably, actually, it could be a G. No. It could be an F major. C diminished. Oof, you got me there. I'm still trying to work out what a diminished chord is, to be fair. If you explained it now, I still wouldn't get it. Right. You reckon that's it? It's just an F. Okay, F. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's an F major triad, right? I was playing it's in the key of F, but it's actually a D. It's actually an A sharp triad, major triad. it have that minor, that that's probably got a name as well. Yeah, it's a minor. That one is a D minor. And this one is an A. What knows? D. I don't need to know the names of the chords, do I? I just need to decide. Low C. What was I doing now? A low C. I don't know. A low D. D major? It's not D. It's definitely got a sharp in it, and it's definitely got a what was it now? A D? No. It's just getting stuck with this. How do I get unstuck? Let's just get rid of those for now. Or just keep let's fix this riser first. The riser starts on the wrong note. So it's made everything a little bit better with the riser. So maybe we can just change the different notes here. So it's G is what we need. So that's not even an A sharp. There shouldn't be a C there. That's probably why it didn't sound right. I'm trying to build suspense here. None of these sound like suspenseful building things. I wish I knew, Martin. I wish I knew. Should this be an A? Oops. Could be on something. What else can we do to our intro? Not the melodic, but the like the dubstep kind of big build, lots of drum rolls, snare rolls as well, some little snares in the background. Doing some, I could even have the toms going nuts. But we might have done that. We might have made some progress with that last bit. Choir. Yeah, maybe we should get rid of all that now. And just have this, see what happens. Angelic build up. We were listening to a track on the last live stream. I can't remember who it was. I think it was some kind of bass line or I can't remember who it was. It was really good. It was just really good track. It had like the best drop. And one thing about using a choir, I was saying about you can get this grand sound, can't you? Out of a choir that nothing else but a choir can do, like entering the kingdom of heaven, kind of like the gates open and there's like, yeah, everything just sounds like a choir for some reason. But when you're on a dance floor, you know it's going to be a good drop. I mean, it better be a good drop. And you can't just use a choir and think and it make the drop great. The drop has to be good too, but yeah. I can't remember what track it was. It was a really good track. Oh my god. I think I must have saved it. I'm going to have to listen to it now. I would have saved it to a playlist, I think. Was it TikTok Live suggestions? No. What? How did this get in my... was it this one? It might have been this. Yeah. It's really subtle, it's not like a full-on choir. It's a very cheeky tune. Love this. That was you who suggested Kishi Bashi. See, that's it. Love the first dum dum dum. So wait, was the boom boom boom? It's a lovely tune, that. And this was you, was it? How long ago was this? Cosmic.
Why you remind I am the Antichrist.
It's pretty mad, that one. Nitty gritty. The first time, yeah, it was at the first start of the playlist, so it must have been one of the first tunes. I know it wasn't the first one. The first one was I can't think of their name. But you've got I like what you the tunes you shows me, Cosmic, because they're not what I'd normally listen to, but they sound really good. They're really soft and gentle, which is, I love the contrast compared to what I'm making. It's good to hear stuff that's so different that it's like, whoa. It makes you question what you're doing just for a minute, like, what the fuck am I actually doing making this hard shit when I could be making some really soft stuff, like with words in. I could be singing right now, writing poetry instead. But no, I want to make people's knees go doing without them realizing they're dancing. Like, doing, shit, I'm dancing now. I think that's what I'm in it for, mostly. I love dancing. I don't make music that makes me dance. Oh yeah, the other night I was working on dub, because I love dub music. I've been to so many dub sound systems. Well, I've been to enough to fall in love with reggae and dub, and obviously reggae's had a massive impact on rave culture. So yeah, reggae's like amazing, important stuff. Yolklaw. Brother Baz, my set is 28th of this month. It's in, wait a minute, less than 1, 2, 3 weeks now. Oh my god, I've got a deadline. Next Saturday, I don't have to, but 2 tunes. Because WOB 40, that's the night I'm playing at. But also there's like a record label going with it. The tunes aren't going to be released on the night, but yeah, so I can get on the first compilation of this record label, WOB 40's own record label. All I have to do is meet the deadline. I've got tunes that are ready. They kind of don't really need much more work, but I'll want to just master them. I have let's have a look. So these are all done. That one doesn't count. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are 5 that are done. I mean, I could drop these and I wouldn't be, they need mastering, which won't take too long. I would be happy with them just going out now. Like I'd be like, I wouldn't have any major regrets. Some of them need just a little bit of touching up in with some of the basses, because I've tried experimenting with the basses to make sure they sound good on every sound system that I play them on, and some of them I'm trying to compromise between 2, and that takes time doing that back and forward, and can't do it all day, so have to just do it when I can, and it takes the weeks. So these have been sat here for weeks now. So there's 5, and then there's 6 there. That could go now. So could Wavepool now. Wavepool's could actually go out, even though it's not finished. So I've got kind of a lot to do. This is because, like I say, I started this in October. I've gone from 40 tunes down to 12. But it's the mixing and mastering and finishing and finalizing the track that takes way. I'd say it takes 90%. No, 90 at least 90% of the time spent on the track is just taking the initial idea and finishing it. That's why it's got to be a good idea. I've got to select only the good ideas that were good at the beginning and put the rest away, but just work on the actual genuinely good ideas. Daedalus. Want to do our track? Yes. I did do a bit on it. Tried to extend it and kind of ran out of ideas. Yeah, should we do that now? I might have time. We'll see. Yeah, let's. Hi Tara, back again. Task management system. It's called Trello. Trello's free if you're not like a power user. It's used for project management in IT and stuff like that. But this system here I've got is the magic music machine. Is Mike Monday's it's a method of finishing stuff. So you've got like Splurge's sketchbook. I could explain this in great detail because it's what I've been doing for years now. But yeah, check out Mike Monday, or I'm happy to answer any questions about how this works. Yeah, you have these different categories that you put your tunes through. Splurges, that's how it starts. The best tunes go into discovery stage, and then the tunes that you've worked on there go into draft and done, and then you release to get them ready for release. It helps because your memory can't remember all this stuff, especially when you're doing like starting 2 tunes every day or more. Yeah, treble on and add 25% and turn the attack up. Nice. Yeah, that would definitely turning a treble down. Definitely save the ears. Finding instruments. Okay, yeah, we'll load it up. It goes a long way. It goes the way it goes. Cool. Yeah. So we did a bit. I think it's definitely more exciting than it was like an hour ago. Especially this bit. It's definitely more 80s. It's gonna be hard to finish this one. This one might not actually get finished. Some of them hold so much potential, and you just try and you try. It doesn't happen that often, I guess, but you just try and make it work again and again over weeks, just spending like 20 minutes, half an hour. And sometimes you just can't. It's like, stay on, mate. There's nothing you can do. And it's like, well, why don't you just have like a really boring, just one note for suspense? Just, you gotta have at least something, and then just have a big drum roll and loads of like satanic sounds of like demons and like just do an epic like intro with loads of vocal stuff, and then drop into it. And it's like, well, I could do, but then that probably wouldn't match up either. Yeah, so yeah. That's why I had to try this tonight. Try that drum roll. Right, so we're gonna... Did I already bounce it? No. We made an improvement. What's it called again? Lucid. Go away, Firefox. I love you, Firefox, but no, not right now. Lucid. Where is that? Oh yeah. What did we do? We kick, drum roll, riser. Cool. chord layer change, edit chords bit. What else did we do? That's kind of it, really. I think we changed some of the basses a bit. I don't know what we did. Oh yeah. Turned off frequency. Oh no, phase shifter on bass. Save that. See, it's still in Discover. It is. I have put the draft tag on it. This is not supposed to be how you use the system, but I know I kind of, it's in between Discover and Draft, but it should only have Draft on it if the whole tune is there. So it's got, you know, if you're going for a dubstep tune and it has 2 builds, and then the final drop, so it has to have both drops, and this one hasn't got it, so it shouldn't have the draft tag on. But I put it on there as well as still being in Discover because it's almost there. It's just showing me that it's almost there. Right. Anyway, let's load up the next one, which is what Cosmic helped me with. Came up with some suggestions for. Let's load it up. There was like the percussion on it. Here we go. Let's load it. Lots of elements. Yeah. No. It feels. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. It is a very busy tune. Okay. Yeah. 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 It's one of them where. I can trial and error it and spend time doing it, or use my time when I'm not in the studio thinking about, like, imagining different ways it could go. So yeah, it could just be a case of doubling the length of that string bit and just having it as a drone all the way through, and then just having other sounds on it and modulating and fading it out, like was said in this chat as well. Definitely. 30-minute game. Yeah, that's what it's like, is what you're saying. Yeah. If I should keep it to 30 minutes and see, yeah, that would be, that's how you can get the most out of your time, by having time limits as well. Forces you to work quicker. I probably wouldn't talk as much though, which might be a bonus. Get more done. Okay, so this is, we're not going to call it dubstep. This is just 140. It's whatever it wants to be. It's got some things that might remind you of dubstep, but who cares what it's called? It's music. as a transition, but he was thinking a longer transition. It is, yeah, it's meant to be really tame, yeah. It's meant to be a very peaceful moment in all of this, the storminess. When I drop this, it's gonna have some little drum rolls. And it goes back into this now. Obviously, that's a bit drastic, and you could definitely do the transition into this. But Cosmic is saying before the whole green. To have some kind of transition. Don't know what. That's intentional. It's like the night is WAP 40, right? So you kind of going to be playing, everyone's going to be playing 140 stuff, right? But I want to play by the rules, but these rules are like, it's at 140, it's got wops in it. Can you hear the wops? I'm a joker, like, but also I like this will be amazing. I think this is going to go off because it's just going to be like the most chill track, no other chaos. That's the plan. That's what I hope will happen anyway. Rises are easy. I think drum rolls are a bit harder. If you're not a drummer, I'm not a drummer. Drums are pretty basic at the moment, yeah. But yeah, there we go, that's like 5.5 minutes. So, can you use the harp for the transition? We'll get to the drum roll in a minute, brother Baz. Can you use the harp for the transition? But distorted. The harp. Is this, you mean this? It's the guitar? Or that harp? The first or the second one? Because you've got pluck. It's just how to go from, it at least needs a drum roll, so I'll do that. I'll work on that. Do you know what I mean? It just needs a boom, boom. Luckily, I actually downloaded a load of from Loop Cloud. Oh shit, that reminds me. I've actually got some Loop Cloud credits left, and I need to cancel it because of a bank account issue. So shall I say? That's one way of putting it. Before it renews. It's only like fucking 6-7 quid or something, but still. I can't. I like to do my own drum fills. I mean, I've learned the hard way, but I'm now like using sample. I might use samples to speed things up. Yeah, I am, because I've got an idea. Right. Drum fill. It's very kind, Martin. Let's snare it up a bit. Don't know what kind of snare we want. That will do. Drum rack. Sounds really harsh, that one. Actually. I need some soft ones. Let's just make a little bit of a quick hit. Can we get soft? Cancel. Oh no. Yeah, close. I need to rescan these things. How do I do a search? Yeah, so there's no soft drumminess. Main frequency. Yeah, let's go. This should go softer if I do that. It's not really helping. So we'll use this. Let's just drop in it. Control Shift M. Oops. Control Shift M. And turn it down. So you can't really fake a good drum roll. How do I usually do it? It kind of starts like this and then add some processing. In fact, no. Here's what we should be using. That was called XO by XLN Audio. But I've actually moved on from this way of select. I still do select samples like this. I think it's really, this app is amazing. But there's another one by XLN Audio, and it's called Addictive Drums. And this, it's like having a drum kit in your computer, multi-sampled, and very useful for doing drum rolls, because each hit sounds different each time. If you just play the same hit sample, it just sounds like the same sample, but in Addictive Drums it sounds like a different, it sounds like a real drum kit. It sounds like it's an alive kit that someone's actually hitting. For example, It's just one note, but hit different, hit harder. So. But yeah, I mean, unless you're a drummer, which I'm not, how are you going to make an authentic sounding drum roll if you don't know how to play the drums? So we're just going to go da, 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 da. We're going to change the velocities, so it kind of like that. Beatbox. Once you put the kick in there, it's getting a bit more. There's the rim shots. James heard the rim shot from the other side of the galaxy. He's tuned in now. I don't think you could do a rim shot roll. And then we're going to put this whole lot through this amazing thing, which is hybrid. Where are you? I always put it in sound design, not sure why. There it is. Turn that off. Go to springs. Does that remind you of anything? Kind of doesn't work with the kick going through it though. Definitely adds a dubby sound in there, doesn't it? J Burns. It's like loopitis, not loop. It's not loopitis. It's just necessary. I'm not a 30-year experienced producer. I'm a 20+ year, so I don't know instantly the actual perfect spring reverb that will work. Not yet. Start from the beginning again. Maybe that one. So we've got a kick there that we took out and there. Does that sound better? Don't know. Just lack of time in it. I used to produce a lot more than I do now. It's like sometimes whole days. Not anymore. Too many good commitments. Kids. So that, anyway, having live drums adds a nice sheen, doesn't it? Addictive drums is really good. It's really good, and you can edit. Like, that was just the first. I didn't even choose out of the many different kits that are on here. I don't know why, because there probably would be a reggae one. Shall I duplicate again and mute this and just choose a reggae one? See what happens. But the reggae one's got less of the snare on the snare drum. It's probably a bit drier. Dry room. So we've got a lot of add-ons. Where did all these add-ons come from? I don't know. Vintage, probably. And obviously I can tune it as well. That's not what I thought it would be. Okay, for now we'll just skip this and go back to the other one. But Jay Burns, you're still producing then, are you? You can't stop yourself. Still, even with what little time you have left. Guitar to the causing of so often, yeah. That's kind of. It's hard to do though. With what I've got, the tools I've got right now. I do have an electric guitar, but I've never tried to do reggae chords with it, so I would be here for hours trying to get anywhere near the right sound. But we did talk about this, me and Cosmic Brown Eyes there, when we first. I made this, and he was making suggestions, and I was like, I should get the guitar. I was like, how can I make that guitar sound with just what I've got now? And it's not going to sound like a real guitar. It's going to sound like some weird thing, but it's going to sound familiar. And that's kind of what I was going for when I did this thing. That is a locked sound in Serum, and it's got auto filter, which is automated to sort of behave like a wah-wah, like on like you might get on a reggae offbeat guitar chord stab. And then obviously a guitar amp and another guitar amp and a dub echo, dub echo. I think it sounds pretty good. I mean, it does just, like I say, it doesn't sound like an authentic guitar, and maybe the timing is a bit different, but obviously it's not an offbeat one. But hang on a minute, Tom. It does. See, I've got around that problem. The system that I use doesn't wait for inspiration. It puts you in the right time and place for inspiration to be made the most of if it does come to you. Which, you know, if you're in the shower, that's the worst time. If you're in the car, it's the worst time. If you're just about to fall asleep in bed and you have the symphony in your head, it's the worst time. The best time is when you sat at the computer. Just make shit. That's my one piece of advice. Make rubbish. Purposely make rubbish. Start again. Start a new one. Just keep making rubbish, and you'll make one of those pieces of rubbish will sound really good in a week's time. If you make 10 pieces of rubbish, one will have surprising, amazing stuff in it that you might not have realised at the time. That's changed. That mindset has transformed how much music I make and how good it is. But you know, I like to make weird stuff like that's not standard as well. I've been making lots of dubstep, but this is something else. What is it? It's like a bit like a dub. It's kind of got a bit of a dub sound to it. I'm always thinking of Bob Marley. What would Bob Marley do? Bob Marley would sing. If Bob Marley was here right now, you say, "Give me that mic." So, have you got a mic? I'd be like, yeah, I'll hook it up. And you say, "No, it sounds fine," and he would just, he'd know that I've just done it. That's how it is. There it is. There's the music. There's no guitar inside. It's already recorded in a way. He would just sing over it. He would just sing, "Woke up one morning." You know, he would just sing some beautiful shit that's in his head. I love asking what would whoever do. I asked what would Mozart do earlier on. It didn't really get me anywhere. I don't know what Mozart's doing. Music was different back then. Well, it was for some people, but like Bob Marley, I can relate to more than Mozart, a lot more. I guess you would need, yeah. I feel like one day I'll learn the guitar. I'll be able to do a reggae strum. I mean, when I did guitar lessons, he was like, "What do you want to learn?" And I didn't know, and he could have taught me anything. He was really good at playing like, when I'm cleaning windows, he loved those kind of they're kind of like funny, folky kind of guitar playing. But if I'd said I want to play Bob Marley and the Wailers, he probably would have said, "Yeah, I love that too," and showed me how to do. Here's my ignorance, thinking that it's easy to play a guitar strum like that, thinking like a reggae guitar strum. Yeah, I still don't know how to do it. You'd think having learned guitar for a year that I'd be able to do it quite easily. But if I'd spent a year just practicing that one chord with that guitar teacher, I would be able to play it now, and I'd be able to play it like pretty well enough to do a good recording. Hindsight, maybe I should do guitar lessons again, or maybe watch a YouTube tutorial or something. Lower the release. Yeah, completely. And sustain. Yeah, you mean you have your hand on the strings, so when you strum it, you're muting it straight away, I imagine. Reverb and echo, yeah. That's good. I think it keeps going, and it doesn't sell as well, you know, like it's hard to sell stuff that doesn't fit in a genre. Like my D&B stuff was getting like 100, 200, 300, up to sort of 500 listens on SoundCloud after putting it through Hyped It. But I tried, actually, no, I've not put electronic stuff through Hyped It because it doesn't seem like it's just hardest to get people to listen to stuff that's not D&B or not dubstep, as you can imagine. Because people who want D&B know exactly what they want, and if you deliver it, then they're going to like it and listen to it and share it. But with electronic music, it's just so broad. Single song requests. That's the Rizzler Bob. Yeah, that would be something. Yeah. No, yeah, he might be like, if he'd be asking me for Rizzler, I'd be like, oh no, I haven't got any. But I'll go shop with you. Definitely go shop. Composing. Are we composing? We are supposed to be composing right now. We're not supposed to be. Hackney Pigeon Austin dub. Oh no, have you done that? Parasite. I would not smoke a Yellow Pages, never. I would never have, I never would have done that. But I definitely, you know, what are they called? You've got, yeah, aluminium foil with holes in it, and then you put that over like a bottle, and there's like filled with water, and it sort of goes blub 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 blub. I don't know if that like made why it's taken me 20 years to get to this point. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that slowed me down. I like this. We're probably not breaking the TikTok rules because we're not saying the actual words. Yeah, I emptied a cigarette out or two. You lost. What were you playing? Please play the song. It's like 3 minutes. Okay, Tom. Hackney Pigeon. I think I've got to go soon actually as well. What am I doing? Hackney Pigeon. Austin. Oh, all right. Okay. I think I've heard this. That sounds great. Slowed down, not great. The high end taken out. Did we play this the other night? I'm sure we did.
Nobody my pose like I run the world. Let me tell you something. Give me money, come girl. Nobody my pose like I run the world. Let me tell you something. Give me money, come girl. Nobody my pose like I run the world. Let me tell you something. Give me money, come girl. Nobody my pose like I run the world. Let me tell you something. Give me money, come girl. Nobody my pose sleep with that night. If I find why you give me shut up in my side. You know how you like it, stand in mind. When the whole life up, nothing to do, turn it. Come up and sleep with that night. If I find why you give me shut up in my side. You know how you like it, stand in mind. When the whole life up, nothing to do, turn it. Nobody my pose like I run the world. Let me tell you something. Give me money, come girl. Nobody my pose like I run the world. Let me tell you something. Give me money, come girl. Nobody my pose like I run the world. Let me tell you something.
Something I noticed about this, the drum roll is quite quiet, isn't it? It's like
Nobody my pose like I run the world. Let me tell you something. Give me money, come girl. Nobody my pose like I run the world. Let me tell you something. Give me money, come
banger. Thank you for sharing the banger there. That's my backup. Automatically backs up every time I save an Ableton file or bounce or enable an MP3. Very handy. What am I doing? A harp. In the way it's kind of like really useful to use a harp, like Martin Sheffer, thanks for following. I'm surprised you don't already. We did. You did this. You did that. Nah, I missed that. Sammy Virgie. Are you Austin Dub? Tom. Oh, are you Austin? No way. Oh, nice. Sweet. You've always got tunes, Tom. You got good taste. You've always thrown these tunes at me. I'm like, they make me move. So you know, that ticks the box. No way. Yeah, that's sweet. That is. See, there's talent in the chat. Talent, lots of talent in the chat. Hidden talent sometimes. Sometimes you just don't know until they'll say, "Oh yeah, I worked on that." Casually, so casual. So a harp. Harps are sometimes hit and miss. It's probably because I can't play them again. I don't know how to play the button. Are you working on anything at the moment, Tom? Oh yeah, are you? Nice. Think as a pianist. Okay, it's a good advice there. I have to go in a minute because I can hear babies rumbling, coughing. Ableton Live 11. That was a good version of Ableton. third to last. Can I help the machine? Get the machine to help me with an arpeggiator. Without knowing the key it's in now, so like, just gonna fuck it up. Same notes. You mean just like should, definitely. So once the womp occurs, then let it descend or rise. Wait, we should have it on rise, shouldn't we? Put it on rise. How many voices? More voices. So a good example is Katie B on a mission. How's the ears doing? A lot better actually. I was meant to have an appointment on Friday, and they were ill because I think everyone's getting the deafness bird flu or whatever it is going around. Is that what it is? I don't know. Someone else got it, I know. She's been off work for 4 weeks. Or she's had it for 4 weeks. Don't know about off work, but yeah, it's fucked. KTB. But yeah, mine have clearer, not a lot clearer. Yeah, I'm so fucking relieved. I was thinking it was a broken ossicle, but I think that would be like, I'd be a lot deafer than I was. That's what happens if you're curious and you start looking at, you sort of, let's try and self-diagnose using Google. And yeah, you can't. They don't even know, the doctors. They have to like wait and see if it heals itself, and if not, start scanning behind the ear and stuff. They don't even know without looking. And there's me like giving myself terrors that I was going deaf. KB on a mission, was it? I remember this. I can't think of what it sounds like. Let's have a quick listen. 13 years ago. Is that it? I remember this bloody tune. Takes me back to a different time. I was living in Scotland. Wait, there's no heart to get sleep. Again, right, I'm going to say thank you and good night. Thank you everyone for suggestions and chilling. I've got to go.